Well, check it out, y'all. We got what you need. We're all living in apartments, condos, vans. Well, dude, even you can have a studio in a box. Yes, we can help you with that right here at Blind Knowledge. We work on your budget, and we figure out your measurements. We'll get you the best sound for the best price. Let me know, 877-237-1143 or at blindknowledge.com. Yep.
Spectres all around me, living in stark, blazing the dark. One by one, pictures gather round me. Where those moonflowers used to rust no more. Spectres gather round here, living in stark, blazing the dark. Night by night, stare into the black where moonflowers used to grow.
Shut off the movie posters now because we've all seen them all. So, but round two is going to get started off by Tyler, and it's a 1988 matchup. It's number 20, Killer Klowns from Outer Space, versus number 19, My Stepmother is an Alien.
Stepmother's an Alien, Killer Klowns. I think I'm going to have to go with the Stepmother's an Alien.
And Vanessa?
Yup.
Summoning the maniacal one himself.
Now that he's here, yup.
And Harley says Killer Klowns. But which way do you want to go, Chad?
I agree with Harley. Killer Klowns.
Harley will get her damn voice on Sunday when she's on it. But which way do you want to go, Felix?
Killer Klowns as well.
And it's all tied up coming down to me right now. And I like both these movies. I do, but I prefer a comedy over wherever the fuck Killer Klowns is supposed to be. I don't know, it's supposed to be horror, or it's supposed to be comedy, or it's supposed to just be sci-fi. I don't fucking know. So I'm going by Stepmother's an Alien because that was a more enjoyable movie to me. Even though Killer Klowns are spaces.
One of us. Google
Didn't
gobble,
you just
Google
give a whole
gobble.
spiel about being a juggalo and you couldn't go with
Yes, but we are not we are not defined but we are not defined by a movie that came out before ICP was even a freaking thing. So
okay.
We are not defined by that. So now if you want to talk about the movies they've done, Hustlers and the Space One and shit, like you want to talk about those movies, then yeah, we represent those movies. As horrible as they may be. But moving on. Which way you want to go, Kevin?
Killer Klowns. It had a killer balloon animal dog. Come on.
I mean, it did. And Leo, it's all tied up. Which way you want to go?
Killer Klowns from outer space.
And Mike.
Killer Klowns.
Which means no tiebreaker in the end because Killer Klowns is moving on. Well, not unfortunately, because I like both these movies, so I'm not going to complain. And I think it's going to beat the next round anyway, so. But it's going to face either number 18, Explorers from 1985, or number 17, Repo Man from 1984. And it's getting started off by Vanessa.
Oh, okay. Wait, what? What are the options?
Repo Man or Explorers?
Explorers.
And Chad?
You know, I don't like either one of these options. I'd like to give a bye to Killer Klowns on the next round and just not vote for either of these, but I have to Explorers, I guess.
And Felix?
Explorers.
Yeah, out of these two movies, fuck, I'll give one to Repo Man. I feel pretty much the same about both these movies, so they're both enjoyable movies. Just they're not rewatchable. I wouldn't watch one of these again. But which way do you want to go, Kevin?
Repo Man is the Emilio Estevez movie, right? So yeah,
Yes.
Repo.
And which way do you want to go, Leo?
Repo Man.
And Mike?
Repo.
And Tyler.
Repo Man.
Which means Repo Man does move on in a 5-3. Close one, actually. But it is cannon fodder for Killer Clowns from Outer Space next round. So this one, though, may be a little more difficult for some of you. It's going to get started off by Chad, back at the top. And it's number 16, Transformers, the movie from 1986, versus number 15, Alien Nation from 1988.
I'm still rolling with Transformers.
And Felix?
I have to go with Alien Nation.
I'm going to agree with you on that and give it a big fat yup, because Alien Nation was a way better movie than Transformers, plus it gave my boy Big Willie a chance to do a movie with an orc. So, come on now.
Big Willie.
Yep. We love Big Willie on all podcasts I'm on. That's why I'm on them. But which way you want to go, Kevin?
I'll tie it back up with not the one that you went with.
Transformers?
Yeah, Transformers. Jeez, my mind went blank.
And Leo? I didn't see that. What was it?
He didn't see that.
The robots in disguise.
Yes.
And Mike, which way you want to go?
Because they're more than meets the eye. Transformers.
You know, been telling girls that since college, but they don't listen.
Because Earth girls really aren't easy.
Yeah, if only they were. And the ones that are, you don't want. But which way you want to go, Tyler?
Transformers! More than meets the eye. The Transformers!
Robots in
Which
disguise.
means Jesus Christ. And see, my co-host actually agrees with me and says Alien Nation, but Transformers is moving on. Which way would you have gone, Vanessa? Finish us
With
off.
you. I would have gone with
Which
you
means-
in Sir Chance-a-Lot.
Steal my name for him, goddammit. But
Okay, sorry.
that means that's allowed, but for you. But that means Transformers moves on 5-3, and it will face one of these two in the final matchup on this side of round 2. It's a 1987's matchup that Felix gets to start off, and y'all gonna fucking hate yourselves for making this. It's number 2, Predator, versus number 12, Batteries Not Included.
I see
Predator.
no reason to hate this.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't hate it at all.
You said Predator, Felix?
Yeah. It's kind of easy for me, but yeah, Predator.
One the batteries not included, honestly, because I kind of see which way it's going, but I don't know. Predator's not good until it's just Schwarzenegger and the Predator. Everything before that is just the foreplay, the tickling of the balls and shit. So
I thought it's a bad thing, though.
it's not a bad thing, but
Wow, someone doesn't like foreplay.
Apparently.
I am a fan. I am a fan, but I don't know. Batteries not included is just like a classic Spielberg movie to me. So
Yeah, the more
But,
I hear that, more that title just doesn't sound right.
well, in my dirty mind, it sounds perfect. But which way are you going to go, Kevin?
Oh, Predator, hands down. It's not even close on this one.
And Leo?
If it bleeds, we can kill it. Predator.
Well, that's the stance. That's the stance the U.S. Army's been taking for a long time. But which way you want to go, Mike?
Well, I'm going to go with the U.S. Army since I was a soldier, so we're going Predator.
See, you know what I'm talking about. And Tyler
I'm going with Predator.
and Vanessa.
As fun as the other name is. I'm going with Predator.
I mean, the Predator's face when he does his howl actually looks kind of like a part of the female anatomy, kind of. So
I always thought
kinda-
that too.
And Predator does kind of sound a little rapey if you're into that.
Yeah.
There are some kinks.
Hey, we don't kink shame.
As chance,
Out loud.
we don't kink shame on the show. We don't. But trust me, we've had furries on here and everything. But as Chancey says, there's something out there waiting for us, and it ain't no man. So it's a woman, and God help us all. But which way do you want to go, Chad?
Going with Predator all day.
And that means Predator does move on with a freaking 7-1 vote, as I knew it would. And Chancey's right. In Predator 2, Danny Glover called him Pussyface. So, yep. But now that brings us to the other side of round 2. And it's going to get started off by, me. And I don't want to start this one off. Fuck me. Well, it's number 11, The Last Starfighter from 84, versus number 10, Cocoon from 85. I gotta give it to Cocoon personally, but Kevin, which way are you thinking?
Yeah, I think I got to go with you on this one, man. I think I got to go Cocoon.
You know, who doesn't love having diabetes? But
I don't love having diabetes.
here the people I know, but I mean, it's just fun to say. Hi, I'm Scott Malkinson, and I have diabetes. But
I've got macaroni. I have diabetes.
okay, that was a better impression, but I wasn't even trying to do the tongue thing. But
To be fair, I've been taking voice classes, so.
they pay off. Apparently, your Christopher Walken impression was one of the best ones I've heard in a long time. So,
Oh, thank you.
you have a chance to get back to that again eventually, I think. Actually, no, that movie didn't make it. But that means, Leo, is it Cocoon or Last Starfighter?
Last Starfighter.
He's doing the writing, okay. And Mike.
Well, it's hard to vote against the Goot, but I'm going with Last Starfighter.
And Tyler, it's all tied up at the moment.
Cocoon.
Ooh. And Vanessa.
Okay, what were they?
Cocoon versus Last Starfighter.
That's it, Cocoon. That's what I wanted. Yep.
Because she likes cocooning. We know.
Yep. Exactly.
And Chad, which way you want to go?
Going with The Last Starfighter, and I know Felix is going with The Last Starfighter with me, so it's going to be a tie, our first tiebreaker. Let's do it.
Which way are you going to go,
Yeah.
Felix?
Cocoon's a better movie, but I have to go with Last Starfighter.
Which Chancey
Wait, hold
or
on, it's
anybody?
a better movie. Why are you going with Starfighter? That does make sense.
Starfighter was more as a kid. You wish that happened to you. It was. I remember it more. Even though I remember the one line about in Cocoon, I said earlier about wanting old people wanting some, but you know what? Now that I'm an old person, though.
Well, I mean,
I'm like,
if
I
you're-
need that.
I agree. When I was a kid, I wanted the Last Starfighter to come down and bring me into the video game. But now that nothing works anymore, I would like the alien to come down and make me vitalized again. So
Those are pretty good points.
But yeah, I
I
have to
mean-
go with the Last Starfighter.
well, Chancey or Harley, if you're watching, we need a tie-breaking vote between Cocoon and Last Starfighter. Whoever gets it in there first. Giggity.
Starfighter. Do it.
Cocoon. Wait, that just sounds like I'm a bird.
I know there's at least 3 people watching. Oh, there we go.
There you go, Cocoon.
Harley says Cocoon.
Yay!
Excelsior.
Good girl, Harley.
Shut up.
Starfighter. I see Starfighters. It's tied again.
Yeah, I said first come, first serve. So Chansey should have been a little bit faster with his
Freezing,
fingers. He actually time may be the same, but Harley popped up first. So
The whims of Wi-Fi speed. It's not cool.
but it's not you know once we get to the semifinals that these two freaking matchups in the next round don't matter. So yeah, just saying. It's kind of the next matchup though. The series of face Cocoon in the quarterfinals get started off by Kevin. And it's number 9, Flight of the Navigator from A6 versus number 8, The Abyss from A9.
Navigator. Navigator.
And Leo?
I really like the Abyss. I think Flight of the Navigator is more entertaining from like what I remember as a kid watching it and all. So I'm gonna go with Flight of the Navigator.
And Mike?
Fly the Navigator.
And Tyler?
Even though it's not an alien movie, Abyss.
You're going to leave that down, am I? And Vanessa?
I'm going to give my vote to Chansey. So, Chansey, you have some time. Go to whoever's next and then figure it out. I'm in.
Yeah, all right. Well, Chansey, you get to choose between Flight of the Navigator and the Abyss. Even though I'm pretty sure I know which way you're going to go regardless. But, Chad, what's it going to be for you while we're waiting for Chansey's response?
The Abyss.
And Chansey said the Abyss as well. And Harley did say Navigator earlier, but so Abyss gets a third vote for Vanessa / summoning Chansey. And Felix, which way are you going to go? It's all tied up at the moment.
Navigator.
And I have to agree, making Navigator win.
Awesome.
Which I'm very happy. There's benefits to going last sometimes. I mean, as long as it's not running a train, but
Yeah.
then there ain't no benefits. But well, I guess lube, but ew. But that
Ew.
yeah, exactly. That's why I said ew. But
Anyway,
Leo gets to start off the next matchup because Flight of the
All right.
Navigator does move on to face Cocoon in the quarterfinals. Is it number 7, Enemy Mine from 1985, or number 6, They Live from 1988?
Life's a bitch and she's back in heat. They live. I'm not voting against John Carpenter, so you can fucking skip my turn anytime his movies come up. So
We need it for dexterity purposes. And Mike, which way you want to go?
They Live.
And
Well.
Tyler?
They Live.
And Vanessa?
They live in what?
Enemy Mine.
Oh,
The one with Dennis, the one with Dennis Quaid.
Okay, Redemption. I'm going Dennis Quaid. I don't care. I was gonna go with the other one, but
Wasn't it the one that beat the ET knockoff?
Yeah.
yes.
Unfortunately, it knocked off the better ET movie. But which way do you want to go, Chad?
I've got my They Live pop figure behind me, so I'm going with They Live.
Nice.
And Felix?
They Live.
Which means They Live moves on. I'm going to throw my vote to Enemy Mine because I love both these movies. I really do. But Enemy Mine deserves another vote. But
Did you vote?
which way? Yeah, well, Vanessa already voted for it, so I already had a vote. But which way are you going to, because of Dennis Quaid, because she was thinking with her pants. But which way are you going to go, Kevin?
Out of fear of getting hit in the head with a coconut, I'm going to go with the Roddy Piper movie.
Nice deep cut there. Thank you.
Well, there's one matchup left to see who faces They Live in the quarterfinals. Last matchup of round 2. And it's number 1 seed, Aliens from 1986, versus number 3, E.T. the Extraterrestrial from 1982.
Oh. Neat.
And this one gets started off by Mike.
Aliens.
And Tyler.
Aliens.
Such a somber vote right there. And Vanessa.
Aliens and ET.
Yes.
Yep, that's the choices.
Those are the choices.
I don't like this one. I like the both.
Well, Chancey says Aliens. Though I could have told you that without him commenting.
Okay. Okay, Chancey. We're going Aliens.
And which way are you going to go, Chad?
Do you want to go nice alien or mean alien? And I'm probably going to go mean alien all day. So aliens.
That queen's a mean bitch, but which way are you going to go there, Felix?
Aliens all the way, man.
And me. Yeah, I'm definitely going to Aliens. Fuck E.T. But finish us out here, Kevin. Which way you want to go?
You know what? I'll go Aliens because I'm curious to see what an Aliens Predator finals will look like.
Oh, Aliens has to get past They Live first, but we'll see. And it has to also get past another movie before that, but we'll see.
There's already been
the
a couple
quarterfinal-
movies, Aliens versus Predator, and they were not good. So I don't know if that's going to be a good final.
Hey.
Hey, speaking
that's
of
why I wanna
ET,
see
you know
it.
what I'm
That's why I
surprised
wanna
Robot
see it.
Chicken are done yet? A
What was
Robot
that?
Chicken. You know I'm surprised Robot Chicken is never done yet? I'm surprised they've never done an ET sketch where he's a proctologist. That just seems like very easy writing.
Honestly,
I think
though.
I feel like they have.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have.
Heck yeah.
And Chancey's not wrong. The queen is a Disney princess now.
Well, wait, she's a queen, so wouldn't she be a Disney queen?
A queen, like
I guess.
and all that shit.
Makes more sense, honestly. But the quarterfinals are going to get started off by Tyler from Mike. I'm sorry, Mike.
Game
And it's-
over.
No, I started off the last one.
Okay, you did. Okay, so then Tyler doesn't get started from now. I was right. God damn.
Am I
questioned
starting this
myself.
one?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
And
I
it's
know my vote didn't matter on the alien round, but you never came to me anyway. So yeah, game over, man.
Oh.
Aliens.
Yeah, well, I can see a trend. And this one is gonna be, Tyler, the first matchup in the quarterfinals. Number 20, Killer Klowns from Outer Space versus number 17, Repo Man.
Yeah, this one I'm going to have to give it to the Clowns.
Gonna give it to the Clowns.
I'm going to give it to the Clowns.
That's what thousands of naive teenage girls have been doing to ICP for years. Just saying.
Good for them.
Well, someone's got to give it to them. But Vanessa, which way are you gonna go?
I am not down with this clown. So the other one.
So you're not down to Clown.
Not with this clown.
And Chad?
Clowns are scary.
I'm not saying that Killer Clowns is an all-time classic, but can we please get Repo Man out of this competition?
I know, went way too
Yeah.
far in that, man.
Oh my goodness, Killer
Didn't
Clowns,
deserve-
please.
And Felix?
Killer clowns.
And I have to agree on this one. Killer Clowns is better than Repo Man. So I will give that big fat yep. And Kevin?
Chiodo Brothers, Killer Clowns.
And actually, there's a funny movie that came out a couple years ago, I think, called isn't it Killer Clowns from Arkansas or something like that?
It's pronounced Arkansas, you idiot.
Yeah. As the redneck say. But which way do you want to go there? Leo.
I'd like to give a plug to the fact that there's going to be a Killer Clowns from Outer Space video game
Yes.
being released.
I saw that.
Oh, word?
I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, PlayStation or Xbox?
Yes.
Both, I think.
Both platforms.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's all platforms, but
Yeah. So yeah, that Clowns.
I thought you were just starting to sing Carnival Carnage, but okay. But which way you want to go there, Mike?
Killer Clowns.
Which means the Killer Clowns move on 6-1. And they're going to be facing in the semifinals either, and this one gets started off by Vanessa. They're going to be facing either number 16, Transformers the movie, or number 2, Predator.
Predator.
And Chad?
I love Transformers so much, but Predator.
And Felix?
Predator. The Transformers movie from back in the day, though, was pretty good, but I have to go with Predator.
And I am going to agree Predator is better than Transformers the movie by far. If it was G.I. Joe the movie, I might have a little bit of competition here, just saying. But a little bit. I still think I would go with Predator, but how can I not? It's Arnold. I mean, hell, I would vote for Arnold in my Greek mythology movies bracket for Hercules in the Air. So, but which way do you want to go, Kevin?
It was Predator, for sure.
And Leo?
Get to the chopper.
And Mike?
Well, I'm going to give it the pity vote. I'm going Transformers. Predator. I'm going to give it the pity vote.
Oh, avoiding the sweep in the quarterfinals. And I mean, someone has to. And Tyler, finish us out here. Which way would you have gone?
Yeah, why do you keep saying it would you have? Like, what happens doesn't change my vote.
It doesn't change your vote, but the outcome's already been decided.
So it's going to be Transformers, even though I know it's going to lose anyway.
So at least Transformers got 2 versus 6 for this one.
But I'm glad that it lost to something good like Predator instead of something that one of the lesser great films like that. What was the one with the pug or something?
Flight of the
Navigator.
That's it.
Flight of the Navigator is an amazing movie.
It is. I highly suggest it.
I do too. I mean, and it's 80s Disney. You really can't go that wrong with 80s Disney movies. And Harley says if you tune into their gaming show, you can see the trailer for the Killer Clowns from Outer Space game. So
80s animated Disney, I'll give you that. 80s live action Disney, debatable.
yeah, it depends on the movie, but that one was actually really good. I actually didn't realize it was Disney even until I saw the friggin' poster when I put it on this. But either way, that means the other side of the quarterfinals gets started off by Chad, and it's number 10 Cocoon versus number 9 Flight of the Navigator.
Yeah, I'm going to Flight of the Navigator on this one.
Oh, speaking of that other movie. And Felix.
Flight of the Navigator.
I'm giving it to Cocoon. I actually enjoy Cocoon a little more. I don't know why. I think it's just, I don't know. Seeing old people get to relive their youth, like, I kind of, like, makes me wish my grandparents could have experienced that and actually been young again. So, I don't know. I got sentimental with it. But, Kevin, which way you want to go?
Yeah, Flight of the Navigator, man. Sarah Jessica Parker's in this movie as well. So, yeah, just love this movie.
Did she play she didn't play the mom, did she?
No, Sarah Jessica Parker was the young girl who helped Mikey escape from the hospital in the.
You're right. You are right. Okay, yes, I remember that now. Oh yeah, she was cute as shit in that movie. But which way do you want to go, Leo?
I'm going to Flight of the Navigator.
And Mike?
Flight of the Navigator.
Which means fucking keyboard wants to work. That Flight of the Navigator does move on, but which way would you go, Tyler?
Cocoon.
Yeah, you like I corrected myself there. And Vanessa, finish us off here. Which way are you gonna go?
You already know. I'm cocooning.
You just want 3 80-year-old guys with hard-ons.
Got to get
Oh,
paid.
that's actually- Oh.
Get that money.
But that means Felix gets to start off the last match in the quarterfinals, and it's number 6, They Live, versus number 1, Aliens.
Why do I get the toughest ones for, man? Damn.
How's this tough? This is a no-brainer.
Honestly, Casey Box from Evening at the Movies usually ends up getting the toughest ones in all these, so there's always somebody that gets the worst ones. I made him choose between Freddy Krueger and Beetlejuice once, and that literally broke his heart in like 1,000 pieces.
I've watched.
Wait, Broadway Beetlejuice or 80s Beetlejuice?
Whatever Beetlejuice you wanted to be, it was just Beetlejuice the character.
Oh no, Alex Brightman Beetlejuice is actually pretty good.
I mean, if it's not Michael Keaton, it's not Michael Keaton. It's not Beetlejuice to me. But yeah, that's me.
I mean, based on that logic, if it's not Kevin Conroy, it's not Batman.
I agree.
Rest in power.
Exactly.
Since this is an alien bracket, I gotta go with aliens then.
I'm going
There's
to
more
second that.
aliens though in They Live though.
I mean,
aliens. I'm sorry.
I mean, They Live is technically alien invasion movie because it's aliens trying to take over the world.
All over the world, yeah.
I mean, Aliens is literally just
Well, there's a
They
handful of them, but there's
Aliens is the whole Aliens movies is just humans going places they shouldn't go, doing things they shouldn't do to try to
So
make
wouldn't
money.
humans be the aliens actually? So wouldn't the humans
Yeah.
actually be the aliens?
Ooh. Mind blown. Yeah, I'll go with aliens.
I don't know, Chancey. Would the humans be the aliens in Aliens, or would the aliens be the aliens?
Well,
That's a
technically,
good-
at some point, we're all aliens to somebody.
Oh, I mean, we're created by aliens, so can we start on that conversation? Then we'll be here till like fucking 5 in the morning. But which way you want to go, Kevin?
We'll go aliens.
And Leo?
I know I said I can't vote against John Carpenter, but I got to be a hypocrite here because as much as I love John Carpenter, Aliens is the far superior film, so I'm going to Aliens.
And Mike.
Aliens.
Which means Aliens is moving on into the semifinals, as pretty much everybody predicted in this that would. But which way we gonna go, Tyler?
What was the other option then? Aliens?
They Live.
Right, even though Transformers was just knocked out, Aliens superior, They Live inferior.
And actually, Chancey has a good point. Both of us would be alien to the planet they were on in that movie. It's a good point. Because the queen and her species was the what the fuck do they call them? The Xenomorphs, yeah. I don't want to say exo. Xenomorph, yeah. I mean, they weren't originally from that planet either. As we all know, because of Prometheus. But which way do you want to go, Vanessa?
What were the options again?
Aliens versus They Live.
Oh, aliens.
And Chad, finish us out here.
Aliens.
Which means Aliens moves on to the semifinals with a sweep. And the first side of the semifinals is going to get started off by me. And I don't want to start this one. Fuck. Yeah, every time. I swear to God, every time I start one, I don't want to start it. But it's number 20, Killer Klowns from Outer Space, versus number 2, Predator.
This was inevitable.
You know what? I'm going to throw in the Killer Klowns just for the fuck of it. Because I don't see them moving on at all. But I could be surprised. Kevin, which way you want to go?
I think I'm gonna go Predator. When he actually revealed his face for the very first time in that movie, it was I really enjoyed that part. So yeah, the makeup in Predator was way
Oh,
better.
very well done.
Yeah.
I mean, Kevin wanted to see that pussy face revealed.
I did.
But
Poker face.
you know, it's funny that they say a pussy looks like that. It looks like a snake's mouth when it's fully open. Like, there are certain things here that are just nature's trying to tell us, I think. But
It looks like apple pie.
Feels
No,
like
it
a-
feels like it.
only to Jason fucking Biggs. But Leo, which way you want to go?
I'm going with that ugly motherfucker, the Predator.
And Mike?
Predator.
And that's gonna bring it down to Tyler.
Predator, because I want to see at least one Peter Cullen movie make it to the top list.
And Vanessa.
So I just asked a friend of mine to vote for me. I was like, Aliens or Predator, quick. So she says Predator.
Well, okay, it's Predator versus Killer Clowns, but okay.
Oh, that's okay. Clowns. Okay, never mind. She wouldn't have done that. She doesn't like clowns. Never mind. Anyways, anything but clowns, whatever that is.
And Chancey says he wishes we had the John Claude version of Predator. I'm pretty sure that's in the... Oh, wait, was that like the original plan for it? Was John Claude Van Damme before it became Arnold?
Jean-Claude Van
he
Damme
was the
actually
Predator.
filmed a couple
He
scenes.
was
in
in
it.
the
Wait.
Predator thing.
Is John
He was
Claude
the-
Van Damme supposed to be the Predator?
Yeah.
Or is he supposed to?
He was in the original costume that they'd originally designed, but he got fired from the production because he was a pain in the ass. And then after he got fired,
Was he a pain in the ass, or was he complaining about everything?
He didn't want to
said
wear
it
the
was too
makeup.
much.
he didn't want to wear the costume. He
Much
thought his
for him.
face was going to be on screen, all that stuff. And then after they fired him, they brought in Stan Winston, who redesigned the creature, and that's the one that we got in the film.
And
Huh.
Chancey said the John Claude version was awful, so
Yeah,
I take...
you can see it on
I'll
YouTube.
take
There's video on YouTube of him in the costume.
as much as my mother loved John Claude Van Damme in the 90s, I have to say I'm happy I didn't get that version of it. But
I would not want to see the alien do a split.
You know what? I kind of do. Now that I'm thinking about it, I do.
You know, I mean, it's Jean-Claude Van Damme contractually had to do splits and show his ass, so you would have got both if he was a Predator.
and
I kind of want to see it now, though.
You can go on YouTube, you can see it.
and Chad, which way do you want to go?
Predator, obviously.
And finish us out, Felix.
Predator.
Which means I saved Killer Clowns from getting sweeped, thank God, because I didn't want to get sweeped. It's a classic. But that means Predator does move on to the finals, and Killer Clowns moves on to the third and fourth place matchup. But the other side of the semifinals is going to get started by Kevin. Actually, wait, yeah.
Yeah, you did the last one.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, all right. Okay. And it's number 9, Flay the Navigator, versus number 1, Aliens.
Ooh. I'll go aliens. Damn it. Yeah.
Leo
Aliens.
and Mike
Aliens.
and Tyler
Definitely aliens.
and Vanessa.
Yep.
Which brings up to Chad
Aliens.
and Felix.
Let's sweep it up.
Well, it's not gonna be a sweep because I'll throw Navigator a fucking vote because it's a cute movie.
Thank you. I didn't
Yeah,
want
we're
to
never
use
going to
that.
have a sweep
Yeah.
at this point, are we?
You shouldn't have sweeps in the final after the quarterfinals. It should be a hard choice. Like I can't. Yeah.
A classic 80s film against some Disney thing?
No,
Well-
no, just it was actually a hard choice for me. I love Flight of the Navigator.
I agreed.
It is.
I,
It is
I,
really.
I,
Cute, but like
I-
the whole point is aliens.
Yeah, that's where I'm getting.
I went
That's
against
where
my
I'm
love
going.
for John Carpenter to get Aliens this far. I wasn't going to ruin it by voting on Flight of the Navigator.
No.
Exactly.
I mean, I am a fan of alien movies with a time lapse element because that's realistic. So that's why I voted for Navigator, because it has a time lapse thing, which is very predictable. But that means that the third and fourth place matchup is going to get started off by Leo, and it's number 20, Killer Clowns from Outer Space, versus number 9, Flight of the Navigator.
Just for the pure cult status of it and campiness, I'm going to go Killer Clowns.
And Mike?
I'm going to go with Flight.
What was that? What was that, Mike? Sorry.
I'm going to go with Flight of the Navigator.
Ooh, keep it interesting. And Tyler?
Just to make sure Flight of the Navigator gets off this list, Killer Clowns.
Such a hater. And Vanessa?
Tyler's
You don't like
kinda
clowns.
right.
You don't like clowns,
But like, you know what? Yeah, see, I'm so easily influenced. I was like, you know what? Yeah, okay, I'd kind of like to get it off of this list, but now I'm like, clowns. Ooh. I was even disappointed by it though, so yeah, I guess I'm gonna go not the clown. The other one, the Navigator one.
So you want
Girl,
to
you're
get the
look-
boy off.
Fuck. My mind is a roller coaster, okay? I'm like, yes, no, yes, ah!
ADHD does things.
No.
But Chad, which way you want to go?
This is tough. I really like Flight of the Navigator. I don't inherently think of it as an alien movie per
That's what
se.
I'm thinking too.
So
It was a boy abducted by aliens.
Yeah, the whole ship is an alien. He had aliens on his ship. What do you think the little
Ships aren't aliens, according to our host
Plug
here.
thing
You know,
guy
that's not an alien. It's a robot. Those don't count.
It's artificial intelligence.
Yeah. So
Yes,
go
because
with Killer
apparently
Clowns.
Transformers don't count as aliens or abyss either.
Unless there's a little fucking guy controlling it, like in Men in Black. But which way you want to go, Felix? Navigator or Killer Clowns?
What's the count on it right now?
Yeah, 3-2. I ain't gonna tell you which way.
Sticking with the aliens part, yeah, the alien. I mean, the clowns are aliens. They're here, turning us into cotton candy shit. So I would have to go Killer Clowns. Final answer.
And I'm gonna throw it to Flight of the Navigator, which means Kevin can either tie it up or make the Killer Clowns win third place.
Absolutely not. We're going to give Navigator some love.
Which means it goes to the audience, and Harley said Killer Clowns.
Killer Clowns.
So, and Chancey just said Killer Clowns as well. So,
Clowns wins.
I don't
Sounds
see that
right.
in the audience. I don't see that.
two people said Clowns. So, I mean, it kind of is synonymous at this point. But that brings us to the grand finale matchup.
Does
And-
Nancy's vote count because he spelled clowns wrong? He spelled it with a C.
They
Well,
both
Harley's
go
vote.
with the, yeah.
Fuck
Yeah,
them kids.
Yep, Chancey says fuck them kids. So, hashtag FTK, as we say on Bastards. But the final matchup is going to get started off by Mike. And it's number 2 Predator versus number 1 Aliens.
Aliens.
And see, if I did this bracket the way I did other brackets, these two would have already faced off in like the second round or quarterfinals. So be happy I did it this way. But which way you want to go, Tyler?
Predator.
And Vanessa?
Yep.
And Chad?
Well, I think, if you look at Aliens, the movie, it's not set on Earth, where Predator actually is on Earth. So I'm more afraid of aliens coming here because I'm not going out there. So let's go with Predator.
And Felix?
First, I'd like to point out I'm probably the only one here that's been abducted by aliens. No joke. Ask Kevin. He knows the story.
What, you get probed?
They did something to me, man. They've never been the same since.
I
But
need to know more.
I need to get you on a regular episode of this show, but yes.
Are you
Yeah,
sitting on a donut?
go to the Mod Squad Network. Seriously, and there was 3 of us, so it's not like one of us. All 3 of us can tell you what happened. And we got put back a second to. Oh, never mind.
I'm sure it was supposed to be a very sore spot for you.
Oh my god.
Okay, I'm done.
This is a tough one, man. Alien versus Predator. I mean, Chad made me. Because I was going aliens all the way, so I heard what Chad said about them coming here and yada yada yada, and that's true.
Chancey says extraterrestrials running over pedestrians in their spaceship while they're screaming at them, "Let's just be friends."
Is that an Eminem like?
That actually was the first South Park episode. Cartman gets an anal probe.
No, the better version is Cartman gets an anal probe again.
Yeah, and then that was the whole recap episode where they have to relive the whole thing.
Kevin, what did you go with, aliens or Predator?
I don't know. I'm not going to tell you my vote. Flip a coin if you have
Chad,
to.
you went with Predator, right?
Yeah, I'm Predator all the way.
Aliens is losing horribly at this point. Put it that way.
I'm gonna go with aliens.
There we go.
Aliens.
There you go.
The 90s kid in me has to go for Arnold. So I'm voting Predator.
It's not the 90s.
But the 90s kid in me always will vote for Arnold because it's fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Was it the movie in the 80s?
Doesn't matter when the movie is. I'm saying the 90s kid that's inside me because I grew up in the 90s.
That's when he was like
against the
really super popular. Like
What
even for
killed
me?
This was the Ice Age.
It feels like it some days.
Yes.
But Kevin,
Yes.
Kevin, which way you want to go?
Predator.
That was actually a perfect mimic of the Predator noise for a second.
Nice.
And finish us out here, Leo. Which way would you have gone?
I love both movies. I've seen them both, 100 times, but I think I'm going to go Predator. I always enjoyed that a little bit more.
Which means Predator wins this with a 6-2 vote. And our final 4 tonight are number 4, Flight of the Navigator, the number 9 seed from 86. Our third place is number 20, Killer Klowns from Outer Space from 88. Our second place is number 1 seed, Aliens from 1986. And our number 1 seed is number 2, Predator from 1987. You like how we reverse the actual rankings. Mm-hmm. But that's going to do it for tonight, folks, after 2 hours and 42 minutes. And Chancey says, long, tall Sally, she's really sweet. She's got everything Uncle John needs. But I want to thank all my guests for coming on tonight. It's been a fun fucking show, and it was a blast. And we'll definitely have you all back on at some point or another in other brackets. The next bracket that Paranormal New Normal will be doing, the next one will be Most Awesome Creatures of All Time Part 2 in our break between the movie brackets because I need time to watch movies. But in probably the end of April, hopefully, we'll be doing the top 50 serial killer movies of all time.
Damn.
which has movies from the 30s to present day. So that's going to be a shit show. I just literally uploaded like 40 something movies to my watch list on Letterboxd. So yay. But apparently I don't watch serial killer movies. But Chad, where can they find you and your podcast and everything you do?
Yeah, the podcast is called Not Quite Cool, and we can be found on YouTube under Bean Dip Productions. The Not Quite Cool podcast is we just cover, pop culture movies and things like that. But we also have a sister podcast, Not Quite Darkness, where we cover all of the 80s horror movies from the In Search of Darkness documentary series. You can find us on Twitter X at NQC Podcast.
And Felix, where can they find you?
You can find me at the Mod Squad Network. I think that's what it is in Facebook. We got a Facebook community, the official Mod Squad community, and then the Mod Squad Network on YouTube. And you can find that video of me getting abducted. I go into it, everything. It's like go to the thumbnail that has a little alien and ghost guy. Kevin tells his story about something that happened to him.
All right. I'll definitely check it out. And Kevin, where can they find you?
Felix already covered the Mod Squad where I'm on as well, but you can find me at Back to the Retro Review, where I review movies from the 70s, 80s, 90s, and thousands.
Well, buddy, I'll have to grab you for a lot more brackets coming up because there's a lot of brackets that are 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s coming up at some point. And I'm telling you, the amount of brackets I made for this show over the last 6 months is going to take decades to go through. Decades. But still, we'll get to them eventually, even if I'm old and gray and using a cane while I'm podcasting. But unless I find the goop, then I'll be young again. But Leo and Mike, where can they find you guys? Like, go separate or together. It's up to you.
Mike, should I take it?
You take it, Lee. You're the one that does it.
So Mike and I, along with our friend Kevin, host a podcast, Books, Films, and Fermentation. 3 friends who like to talk shit about movies while getting shit-faced. You can find us at the Deluxe Edition Network at deluxeeditionnetwork.com, or you can go to linktree.com/films and fermentation to find all of our social media and podcast links. We are on all major podcast platforms and all social media platforms.
And Tyler, where can they find you and your show? Shows.
I am currently on Spotify and YouTube. You can find for the Geek Talk with Tyler show. I talk about things comic, graphic novel, media, anime, etc., etc. I am on Facebook, Instagram, and if you have it, LinkedIn. Our audio series, The Undateable X-Men, will be released later this year, and we will be having a follow-up podcast to that, Our Undateable X-Men, as we have a Q&A for each of our following cast members who have been involved in the production, from voice actors to audio editors to people who donated their songs for the series to even the theme song writer, Mr. C himself.
Very nice. And if you go check out Tyler's show, the last episode that dropped, I believe, is the one I was on where we talked non-mainstream music, and we dove into some comic book stuff as well, because of course we did. It always tends to go to comic books at some point. But Vanessa, where can they find you these days since you've been gone for so long?
Well, I'm not doing any podcasting, but you can find me on all the social medias at xvanessarain, and keep up with me there, because I may decide to come back doing podcasting full time at some point. I'm still working out some shit. But of course, Jeremy and Freddie, you guys will be the first ones to know.
Yep.
Exactly. I think Freddie is not watching, but he will be one of the first ones too.
Of course. And you can find Paranormal Normal on Facebook as Uncensored, Unapologetic, and Untamed Podcast Collective, YouTube. You can find us on XXBaby and the Gram as that Juggalo Bastard. You can find us on TikTok as that Juggalo Bastard Podcast. And you can find us on YouTube as Paranormal Normal. Or you can catch us streaming live on Facebook as Parapost Network, a great place for all vodcasts and podcasts. And we are also a proud member of the Blind Knowledge Network. Because all knowledge is blind until people start making Spaceballs and ET are trash. But I mean, we're going to be blind for a while if that's the case. So I will be back on Sunday with a whole different panel for the same bracket over again. It's going to be a shit show, I'm sure, again. And we'll see if we have the same outcome or not. But until then, thank you everybody for watching that watched, and thank you listeners for listening. Like and subscribe fucking everywhere. And I'm out. You can find me on Facebook as Jeremy Bryant, or you can find me as Uncensored, Unapologetic, and Untamed UQ Podcast Collective Facebook group. You can find me on Twitter and the Instagram as @JuggaloBastard, or should I say X now. And you can find me on TikTok as @JuggaloBastard Podcast. You can also find me on YouTube as Paranormal The New Normal. And you can also find me streaming on YouTube as Blind Knowledge Network, because all knowledge is blind until they admit Bigfoot exists.